All right, well, we have told you about some of the raccoons in the East Lake area being suspected of being diagnosed with what's called dumb rabies. That is a form of the disease that causes paralysis. But is that what's going on? Dr. Jerome Williams, Dr. Lydia Wade from Red Mountain Animal Clinic join us now to talk about this. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
And I say, is that what's going on? Because we haven't gotten the official results back yet from some of the people who found the raccoons in the East Lake area, and they look like they were paralyzed.
Yes,
that's correct.
We may be getting ahead of ourselves with the somewhat hysteria over rabies in the area. The results have not come in yet. So until we get the results, then I think we start to calm down a bit about rabies being in the area.
Because you said we haven't seen any in a long time?
Yes.
Since 2022.
Since 2022. So
in Jefferson County.
Yeah, okay, that's a few years ago. But what could be going on then if it's suspected that is this dumb, and explain first of all what dumb rabies is. It's an unusual name, but
it is. So dumb rabies is a different form. Normally people think of the aggressive form as being kind of what you would see with Old Yeller, with it being very aggressive, foaming at the mouth, and maybe being afraid of water. However, dumb rabies is a form where they basically get bit, and it leads into paralysis.
Now this is one of the pictures that was given to us in the East Lake neighborhood. That's obviously not one, but the other one there was laying on the ground. If it's not that, then I know distemper can cause that. All right, talk about that for a moment. What does that mean?
Well, distemper is one of the more common diseases we see in raccoons and fox and coyotes and in dogs. We vaccinate for. It's one of those things we vaccinate for on a regular basis. So until we get the results, then we just need to dial it back and wait until we know more. But
because okay, what if the results do come back positive that it is the dumb rabies?
Yes.
What does that mean then? What do we need to do, or do we need to be concerned?
Well, as far as that goes, we need to be concerned as far as vaccinating our animals. And if you see anything suspicious as far as wildlife, then you need to call the wildlife officers and get them out there and get them involved. As well as if you do get bit, you scratch, you wash the wound really, really well, and you go to your doctor.
No matter what it ends up being.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the so-called dumb form is, we see it less than the more aggressive form.
Okay.
The thing about rabies is that the animal acts out of character. That is the best thing we know about identifying it. If it's normally a calm animal, they're aggressive, then we're concerned. If it's normally an aggressive animal and they're much more calm, then we're concerned. That's the key. That it's action that's out of character for that animal.
Was that, if that was the dumb rabies form, was that animal paralyzed temporarily, or is that a permanent thing?
The paralysis is permanent.
Okay.
The virus from the lesion area where the bite is or the injury is, it gets to the central
nervous system.
And from there, then it paralyzes the body.
Okay. And you said we should know maybe sometime soon,
Yes,
this week?
This week,
Hopefully
yes.
by the end of the week.
By the end of the week?
Hopefully.
Okay. All right. So we'll find out exactly what it was. But regardless, if you see that, that's unusual, though, to see, regardless of what it is.
And all the more reason to vaccinate your pets.
Yes, absolutely. Do vaccinate your pets and keep them up to date on the rabies vaccinations.
And don't go near them yourself, obviously.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Like I said, none of us had ever heard of the term dumb rabies, so we just wanted to talk about it. And again, we'll know at the end of the week for sure.
Think of it more in livestock, like cattle.
Okay.
More so than in wildlife.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you both.